Mm-hmm. I've had a few people ask me to do a range test on my Aventon Adventure 2. I claim I get about 60, 65, sometimes 70 miles out of a single charge before I end up charging the battery back up and still have about 13, maybe 20% of the battery left. So I'm gonna head out. I'll skip through the video some. Yes, nobody's gonna want to sit here and watch 60 miles of road go by, so I'll skip some. I've got 100% charge on here. I don't know if you can see that. 100% charge, 741 miles. I'll tell you a little bit about the bike, how I ride it. So I generally always pedal in tour mode, and I generally always ride, like I said in the video, I ride about 12 to 16 miles per hour. Now, this is the Aventon Adventure 2, and if I didn't say it, I think I did. 741 miles what we're starting out with. It's the second model in the lineup. The first one had a cadence sensor, and this one has a torque sensor. And that's what I was looking for when I was out looking for a bike. I wanted something for exercise. I wanted something that pedals realistically. And this was right up my alley. I went and test drove a few of them. I really liked this one and ended up buying it. I actually bought two of them. I bought this one, which is a step over. I bought my wife a step through. And if you don't know about the Aventon Adventure 2, it's by Aventon, of course. It's got a 750 watt rear hub motor. It has a torque sensor, and the torque sensor has 4 modes. Those 4 modes are Eco, Tour, Sport, and Turbo. Now I normally ride in Tour mode. It's got a Shimano 8 gears, and I generally ride 6 and 7 and 8. Mainly I'm in 6th and 7th all the time. Right now I'm in 7th. Little old dog gonna get him some, ain't he? So, back to the bike. It's a 26 by 4 inch fat tire bike. It's they come in 2 frame sizes, regular and large. This is the regular size frame. I'm 5'10", and it's perfect for me. I even keep my seat down pretty low. The bike has front and rear hydraulic brakes. They are the Tektro brakes. They are the lower end for Tektro. The bike has a Shimano Altus on it. It's got 8 gears, works just fine. I've had no trouble with it. I bought it from a bike shop, so they fine-tuned it before I picked it up, and it's been great ever since. I've not had to adjust it or anything. It's got a 48 watt, 15 amp hour battery on it. Comes with a 3 amp fast charger, and it takes about 5 to 6 hours to charge this up, that I've noticed. Here's what I want to show you. So I normally ride in tour mode, and like I said, this thing has Eco, Tour, Sport, and Turbo. And the reason I like this bike is on a cadence sensor bike, you've got like different levels of pedal assist, 1 through 5. In level assist 1, you can ride maybe, 7 to 10 miles an hour. Then you got to bump it up to the next pedal assist to get from 12 miles an hour to 14, bump it up to the third one to get from 14 to 16, and so on. You've got to go up to the different levels. What I love about this one is I'm in tour mode. I'm in the 7th gear on my Shimano, and here's what I like about this, is no matter how I want to pedal. So I can just easily I can easily pedal like this, and this is 6 miles an hour. I can stay right here all day long. Now, I'm not going to change anything. I don't have to go up in any level assist or anything. I pedal just a little harder. There's 10 miles an hour. I pedal just a little harder. 12 miles an hour. Pedal a little harder. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 28.6. So you can do 1 mile an hour all the way to 28 miles per hour in any mode on this bike. It all depends on how hard you want to pedal. That's the thing about a torque sensor. If you want a bike that rides realistically or more like a genuine pedaling of a bike, then you're going to have to get a torque sensor. Now, I recently purchased a bike that said it had a torque sensor. But when I got it, it had the torque sensor, but it also had levels of pedal assist inside that torque sensor, and it actually rode just like a cadence sensor bike. Definitely do your homework. Call, ask, maybe go ride one, look on YouTube about them, question the people that's got the reviews up about how it was riding, because not all torque sensors are the same. To me, Aventon has mastered this torque sensor. All their torque sensors ride this good. And the thing is, I'm not sponsored by Aventon. They didn't give me no bike, so I don't have to say anything good about them at all. Some of these people review bikes, you know, they'll say something good about a bike because they want to keep getting these bikes to review. Well, I don't get bikes given to me, so I'm gonna give my honest opinion on it. And Aventon has mastered the torque sensor. I know nobody wants to sit here and watch 60 miles of riding, and I'm going to run out of things to talk about, so I'm going to cut the video off. Of course, you won't be able to tell it, but I'm going to pedal a little while and I'll kick it back on when I get around these corners, and see you in just a second. All right, guys, we are at 751 miles, so that's 10 miles into it. You can see the battery right there, 98%, so I've used 2%. I've steadily been pedaling at this 16 miles an hour. I'm still in tour mode and still in gear 7, so I have not changed anything. I've been making sure I maintain that speed of 16. I have gotten up to 18 a couple of times, but I've been trying to maintain around 16 to 18 miles per hour. Another good thing about this bike I wanted to mention was it has an excellent battery management system on it, where it maintains the cells. It makes sure they deplete all evenly together and not just like from the top work way down. It kind of works on all of them as it goes down. We're gonna cut up through here. Got a few more miles before we call it a day on this one. But even if you end the video right here, I mean, I can tell you right now, I'm at 95%. We're at 753. We started at 741, so we got 12 miles down. So 12 miles and 5% of the battery used. And I've been steadily doing 15, 16, 17, up to 18 miles an hour at a time. And I'm gonna stop right here because I want to show you some things real quick. The tires on it they send are great tires. Look at there, 753 miles on it. And they've got another 1,000 on them easy. I mean, they're just barely even worn. And I've done 90% probably pavement riding. There's your battery right here, 48 watt, 15 amp hour battery. There's your 750 watt rear hub motor. There's those lights that I was talking about. And when you hit the brake, you can see them go on and off. You can see the blinkers. You just press it to turn them on, press it again, turn them off. This comes standard. I like these little chain slaps they put on there. You got metal fenders. I like these double guarded guards here, right here. There's your big 26 by 4 inch fat tire. That thing is massive, but they ride so good. They really do. Your shocks, there's your lockout on this side. Here is your preload adjustment over here. You can see the line right here. So you can see 180 millimeters of travel right there. That's crazy, man. You don't even feel that either. So when that's dipped down like that, you don't even feel that it's so smooth. There's my Suntour seat post I've added to it. Just a gorgeous bike. Gorgeous bike. And right here you can see what I was talking about by them welds. Those welds are just awesome, man. They bond over them and sand them down really nice and clean. Look at that. That's crazy. You hardly see bikes like that, especially in the $2,000 area. This right here, I love it when my motor comes around. It's got this screw-on lock, metal lock, because when they just plug in, if you hit something, it can jerk that out, but it can't that. So here's your headlight up front. I'm gonna go ahead and turn it on for you. There it comes on. You can see it's not that big, but it shines enough in front of you to see what's in front of you. I'll show you. You've got the Shimano Altus 8 gears right there. Not a lot of ghost pedaling on this. That's what I like about the torque sensor, especially this one, because it's so smooth, is there's not a lot of ghost pedaling on this, because to get to those speeds, you've got to put a little effort in. So it's just not a lot of ghost pedaling. Now, if you were in, like, say, if I was in gear 4 trying to get 28 miles an hour, there'd be some ghost pedaling there. But when you get on up to like the 6th, 7th, and especially the 8th gear at that 28 miles per hour, there is very, very little ghost pedaling. You can still keep putting in effort. So let's get back on here. Let's finish today on out. I hope Aventon does not change their torque sensor, their battery management system, because this is perfect on this bike for me. I weigh 180 pounds, I'm about 5'10", 5'11". I normally ride on these kind of roads right here. You've seen there's not a lot of hills. There are a few, but there's not many. And a lot of it's flat, just pavement that I ride on. Now see this hill right here? Now a lot of times I'll get to these hills after I've done pedal for 20 miles or so, and I just throttle on up this thing. This thing's got plenty of power, plenty of power. Now, it's not gonna go up a 20% grade on that rear motor, just throttle only. Now, you can pedal up it with ease, but you're not gonna throttle up one from a dead stop. Get a little roll out, it'll go right up it, no problem, but not from a dead stop. But still, for what this bike is really probably, what most people use it for, it's perfect. You know, cruising around, riding. The fat tires, a lot of people think the fat tires mean that it's a mountain bike. I don't look at it like that. The fat tires mean this thing rides a lot smoother. The wider tires give me more stability on the road, especially when you're 20 miles an hour. That's why I like the fat tires on it. So we're getting here at the house, and we're going to have to finish this up tomorrow. So 7:55, so we've gone 14 miles. We've used 6% of the battery. I'll see you in the morning. We'll start this over and we'll finish it up tomorrow. I hope everyone has a good evening.